You can simply log on to Twitter from your cell phone and follow each candidate to learn about what they stand for. For example, President Obama has nearly 14 million followers right now. Social media experts say utilizing social media is a must if you plan to run for office or if you're in the public eye.
More and more people are seeing this as an acceptable and almost a necessary medium. And so you see not only political candidates, but also celebrities and journalists interacting with their audiences. And so I think that it's going to become the norm, almost necessary, to be on social media and to be active there.
And with nearly 60% of Americans voting, that's why it's important to get exposure. Because candidates who are most frequently mentioned in social media won the seat 75% of the time. And 2 out of 10 adults will experience depression in their lifetime. Now doctors are prescribing exercise in addition to therapy and medication to help with seasonal depression. I found one student who is trying to cope with the winter blues. When the leaves start to fall and snow appears on the ground, it can negatively affect your mood. Michaela Williams can relate because she has seasonal depression that is also known as seasonal affective disorder.
You know, I'm one to kind of keep my curtains drawn in the morning and want to stay and watch TV, and now I try to keep my curtains open when I go to bed so the light will come in the morning and it'll be easier to wake up.
Michaela used to take medication for her seasonal depression, but now just focuses on thinking positively and making sure she gets enough exercise.
Having something to look forward to, something to do every day, having that sense of, oh, I did this today, I feel good about myself, it really gets you out of the house and gets you going, not only physically but mentally too.
Up to 20% of people in the U.S. suffer from seasonal depression. Heavy exercise can increase serotonin levels that can last up to 1 hour after working out. Doctors say exercising during the summer months can help reduce your seasonal depression when winter hits. And exercise is also proven to boost energy, enhance metabolism, and stimulate the immune system. Dr. Sam Zizzi says exercising outside has optimum benefits.
There's something that's calming about being around trees and rivers and outside that you don't get when you're in a sterile environment that's indoors. So the dose of exercise might be the same, 20-minute walk or 30-minute walk. You might just get an extra 10%.
And Michaela agrees.
Outdoor exercise is better because, you know, you're getting out. You're outside, you're around people, you're, you know, in nature, in the town. Like, it just gives you that sense of there's so much going on in the world.
Michaela has other tips to avoid depression, such as going to the tanning bed. And doctors agree that light therapy can also elevate your mood. But some people are now starting to find a quicker and easier solution to get their taxes done. I found one West Virginia student who found a free way to file her taxes this year. It's that time of year again, tax season. And with 200 million Americans filing taxes this year, Amanda Polzone says she's found an easier way to file online.
With being in college, every dollar counts, so it's very important that no one's filing anything wrong and missing out on $100 or $200 that they could have potentially gotten back if they just filed online and had the internet's help.
And with nearly 3 out of 10 Americans filing online, Amanda says she knows why. It's quick and easy.
It's more convenient when I can just come home from classes and if I have some extra time, sit down and start filing it. All the sites allow for you to save and pick and continue later if you don't have time to file all your taxes at once.
If you send your taxes through the mail, it could take 6 to 8 weeks for your refund. But by e-filing, you can cut down that time by 3 weeks. Last year, more than 80 million people found this option more reliable. Tax preparer Alexander Taylor says even when filing online, people make mistakes, such as missing deductions or filling out the wrong form.
Things that people generally miss are going to be your student loan, interest deductions. A lot of people aren't able to itemize, but if they can itemize, you know, it's important to get all the expenses for work that weren't reimbursed and everything that has to do with your mortgage and your taxes paid.
But there are some tips to lower your chances. 1, keep all receipts and tax documents for 7 years. 2, use a professional website or an accountant. And finally, review, review, review.
I would recommend e-filing to everybody over mailing them in. You never know if something could get lost in the mail, or whether that being the check of your tax refund or you mailing out your taxes.
Regardless of how you choose to file, remember the average return is about $3,000. I'm Jacqueline Delphin, and you're watching a WVU News Special Election Edition show. Your voice, your vote. 1 in 4 U.S. voters is Catholic, and with over 1 billion members, the world's largest church dates back to the 1st century.
That's right, Jacqueline.
If you would like to learn more tax tips, you can visit the website at the bottom of your screen.
Well, 60 million eligible Americans are not registered to vote for the upcoming 2012 election, Jacqueline.
But for this group of people, the right to vote is one of the most important American freedoms. WVU News reporter Katie Ann Marshall spoke with individuals who will be exercising their right to vote for the first time in 2012. Katie Ann? While MindFit is helping students overcome ADHD, the CPAP machine is helping millions get a better night's sleep. Thanks for that report, Greg. When you think of high school and fine arts, they don't always go hand in hand. But one West Virginia school is changing that.
At University High School right here in Morgantown, painting isn't limited to the canvas.
If you would like to learn more about social media and the role it's expected to play in the upcoming election, you can visit the website address at the bottom of your screen.
Newscast produced by television journalism students at West Virginia University.
The mood in Monongalia County was a somber one on February 24th as thousands gathered to pay their respects to a dedicated deputy.